What is going on, guys? It's your boy Pizza, and once again I just want to have a huge thank you to EA Sports for flying your boy all the way down to Orlando to be able to get you guys this early gameplay footage. Today we're gonna have our first shot ever at a draft champions run. This one right here is gonna be offline. I just wanted to get a feel for it, see what the cards were looking like and all the different things that they added to draft champions in general, and why not do it with a little offline gameplay. Now there are quite a few big changes to this year's Madden draft champions, not including the new cards and aesthetically on how everything looks. The first thing that you might have seen was it cost 5 tickets to enter a offline draft, which does seem like a lot. Now I cannot confirm this completely myself, but I had a few people that said that they went through a draft, even losing in the first round, they seemed to get 2 pro packs on an offline draft. So the 5 tickets at that point would actually probably be worth it. Let's push that stuff aside for a moment and get into the actual draft itself. In the first round, it's going to be your big round. Normally legends will pop up. I believe it's almost guaranteed that legends do pop up here. We have War Moon, Chris Carter, and a left tackle to choose from. Obviously, I gotta go with a solid quarterback. He's probably one of the best in the game that you can get, so that was pretty much a no-brainer for us. In the next round, we got a couple people out of Pitt we gotta represent. We got LaShawn McCoy and Larry Fitzgerald. Larry Fitzgerald's getting up there in age. He might not be in the game for that much longer. The next round, it's great. We got another 90 overall, so 2 out of the 3 rounds so far are 90 overall plus the legend quarterback that we got. Now, you might see this right here and be like, what the heck? There's an 81 and 82 overall quarterback card that's elite. Yeah, like I said, there are some big changes in this year's Madden. I'm trying to get you guys the inside scoop on everything before the game comes out, so you are all ready for it. In this round, we have a defensive background. I'm going in between Maxwell and Xavier Rhodes. Overall, I actually thought that Maxwell's stats were a bit better. That's why we ended up selecting him there. And then Shaq Thompson, who was a pretty much obvious choice. But in the next round, it's a big one. We have Julio Jones. If you can keep a counter on the board, that is our 3rd round already where we had a 90 overall plus player to draft. So this draft is going pretty good. Now, I'm not exactly sure if this is a great draft or not, because this was my first one ever. So if you have any comparisons of other YouTubers doing stuff, please let me know, because this draft is about to even get better. Trust me on that one. In the next round, we got to represent with Pittsburgh. Ross Cockrell, not exactly the best card ever, but we're going to take him, you know what I mean? Then in round 11, we have a few people, Frank Clark and then Charles Johnson, but we end up taking the other guy just because why not? And you got to be kidding me. With all the sick cards that have already showed up and you give me Ryan Shazier, the user lurking machine, I'd probably take that guy over a bunch of the legends that they have in this game. That is how valuable that he can be an asset to your team. Let's keep on moving. Now look at this. Another one. Another chance to get a 90 overall player plus a guy that's out of Pittsburgh. You know that I like those guys that are representing, but for some reason I picked Lane Johnson, and I'm watching the footage back and I don't understand why I did that. Well, regardless of that huge mess up, we're going to try to recover, and without a tight end yet, Zach Miller is a pretty good option for us. Not the best tight end in the game, but he's pretty solid. He can be good in the pass game along with blocking. Definitely better than that gold card that would have been there originally. Now 3 rounds left to go, and if you look over to the right, there was another 90 overall card. Like I said, guys, I don't know if this is really good or if it's not. Does this happen every time? I couldn't tell you, but this draft just seems like it is so insane. 5 rounds with a 90 plus overall option, and then 2 more rounds to go. There's a gold John Brown card. You do not see many gold cards in this draft until the last round, and there is the last huge difference right there. It seems like you can no longer rely on getting a stud at the position that you need at the way end of the draft. I wouldn't risk on waiting on a running back or a different position, because you might end up with a gold round and be screwed over. Our defense ended up being a lot better than our offense, an 84 overall compared to a 78, ending in an 83 overall draft. Our offense doesn't seem too terrible though, with the Warren Moon and the Julio Jones along with the Larry Fitzgerald, but you cannot stop these middle linebackers. Kuechly along with the Ryan Shazier. Let's go ahead and get into this gameplay officially. I'm really excited to be able to put these guys to the test and see how they're going to do against the opponent that we're going to be taking on. If you look on the field, you can tell this is only round 1, so this is why you see a bunch of crap cards that we're going up against. It's probably going to be very easy. We should expect to dominate, but if you look at that top 3, tell me how nice that is. I would take that every single time. 10 out of 10 if I did a draft champions run. I don't know. That's just me. I don't think you can get much better than that. Before we get deep into the gameplay itself, I want to go over the 5 major differences between this draft champions and what you guys were used to in previous years. The first thing, I'm sure a lot of you guys noticed, it costs 5 tickets to enter, which does seem like a lot, but with increased rewards, you kind of have to balance it out and compare that 5 ticket price that you'll be spending now compared to the 3 or no ticket ticket price with the packs that you were originally getting in Madden 17. I really feel like if these rewards are good enough that the extra ticket cost will probably be worth it. Yeah, so there were definitely a lot more things and significant differences in this year's Madden. One that I know you guys noticed. I don't know if you like it or not. I don't exactly know how I feel about it, to be 100% honest with you, and that's going to be that the elite cards start at an 80 overall. Looking back at it, minus that sick touchdown from Larry Fitzgerald. By the way, he has a soft spot in my heart, and he will always have one there. This guy is the true GOAT at wide receiver. You just gotta love the guy. There's nothing that you can hate about him, and that's the 100% truth. We're gonna drop that subject right there. But what do you guys feel? Elite starting at 80 overall, it seems kind of low, so if you're pulling packs and you get an elite card to get ready to show up, don't get too surprised because one of those might be an 80 plus that's a lower overall. Let's quickly touch up on the last three things that we got to talk about. One other major difference was there's no guaranteed quarterback to start off the draft. In Madden 17, that's something that they added about halfway through the year, which pretty much guaranteed you a top-notch quarterback in the beginning of the round. There was no risk factor involved, and I like that coming back. You know, are you going to take this quarterback in round one who isn't exactly the greatest, or are you going to take a risk on him and hope that a better one shows up later in the draft? That's going to be back, and I definitely do like that. Also, with the 20 rounds, the drafts take a lot longer. On the other hand, you're really able to truly build a team that you want to, from the offensive line, the secondary, and honestly, people in between. You know, you're probably going to be able to draft a couple backup players that you might want to sub in later with these 20 rounds. And then last but not least, there is going to be no final guaranteed good round to build your team. If you see a player there that you want, you better pick him up and not rely on that last round to get a really, really solid player. By the way, right here, that's our boy, and he got smacked. Yeah, though, just let me know on what you think about those 5 major differences. Once again, it's going to be the 5 tickets. They're 80 overall elites, no quarterback to start. There are 20 rounds now and no final guaranteed good round. I'm definitely interested to hear what you guys have to say, and I want to interact with you guys down in the comments below. So just leave your opinions. Be 100% honest. I can take a hit. Trust me. Your opinion does not have to be the same as mine, and I am sure that my opinion is not the exact same as everybody else's. So feel free. Whew, okay, now that that's out of the way, let's finally jump into this gameplay. You notice it's been a bit easy. It's probably on pro difficulty, and that's why the running back's running down the sideline. I can't even beat the computer on pro. Wow, was that embarrassing. The good news, though, is that we ended up holding them to a field goal, so 3 points isn't terrible to give up. Oh, wait, I forgot. They're terrible. They can't even kick field goals. All right, we didn't give up any points, so we're in the clear. It's 14-0 at halftime. Things are looking good. Warren Moon, the legend, our lead quarterback and our team captain. Though our defense is on the field now, a little Luke Kuechly, Ryan Shazier action, not to mention some good play from the defensive line, is always nice to see, especially whenever you're not expecting it. We're back on offense now, and Murray down the sideline. We're getting a ton of yards here. Can he be stopped? Of course he can be stopped. That's Latavius Murray. He's not the quickest guy on planet Earth, but he sets us up good to get a jump ball, and you better believe that we're coming down. That's Julio Jones. He's 90 overall. No cornerback in this league is going to stop this man in a jump ball scenario. They're back on offense. They're trying to go deep, and somehow that they got it. I don't understand how they're getting good plays on me. Dang, now I'm thinking I'm going to have to change the title of the video to YoBoy Pizza Exposed by Pro Difficulty. Although they're taking off, we get the user. It's a fumble. There's a scramble. Everybody on the field is going for it. And guess who gets it? The Pittsburgh Steelers. Shaq Thompson. You remember that left outside linebacker that we picked up middle of the round? Yeah, that was him. It was a solid pickup and a great job from him. Now we're going to choose some plays. We're going out of the full house formation, which is one that I did not get a chance to use a lot of in Madden 17, but I'm going to try to get a feel for it. See if I like it, see if I don't. I feel like the run plays out of that formation should be pretty good. We're hitting that outside edge and gaining about 9 yards there. So the first play and the first opportunity out of that formation goes pretty good. Another chance for us every time we touch this football. It's a pretty good one. Latavius Murray. He can't really spin that well, though, as I'm sure you can tell. Not the best juker out there, but he's there. He's there for us, and he's better than a silver card. We're getting ready. A dot. Warren Moon hits him again. What a great pass. What a great catch from the running back. Across the middle. Deep downfield. That's going to be Larry Fitzgerald, I believe. It's gets another nice one. So now we're inside the 5. It's the 4th quarter. We're messing around. Here's the end of the game. We're testing out the new fake field goals, and wow, what a defensive play to end the game. So it ends up being 21-0. Now, do not forget, that's only the first round. There are 4 more rounds in Draft Champions in order to complete the whole entire thing and get your reward packs. Although you are rewarded packs whether you win or lose, no matter what the heck round that it is in. So that right there is me just getting a feel for Draft Champions, trying to give you guys the inside scoop on the new additions and features and what you can expect whenever you have the opportunity to play this game yourself for the first time. Not to mention, I was super excited to show you guys the draft with 5 rounds that were 90+ overalls. You gotta figure that it gotta be up there with one of the best drafts that have been done up to this point so far, and as my first draft, I will definitely take it. I would like to point out that I do have some more online gameplay of Draft Champions versus other YouTube creators, so if you would like to see that, make sure you are subscribed, hit that like button, and let me know what you would like to see here first, whether it be the Draft Champions, Mud Squads, online head-to-head, different things with the gauntlet. Just let me know what you guys want to see, and it will be coming your way. As always, I'm your boy Pizza. I want to thank you all so much for the continuous support. Thank you one more time to EA Sports for flying me down to Orlando. It would not be possible without them. And until next time, guys, I'll see ya. Don't forget to keep God number 1. Peace out, guys. Dang, this game is sick.